DaRon Bland's one of the best off-ball man corners in the NFL. Now, one thing that is different about him than his counterpart in Trevon Diggs is Trevon Diggs started out his career as an on-ball corner. If you remember back to kind of that argument a couple years ago, Jalen Ramsey had that viral video about talking about the difference between him and Trevon Diggs, talking about how Trevon Diggs is typically on-ball corner. He's more of an off-ball corner. So DaRon Bland actually plays a majority of his snaps off the ball. So he has really good technique and he has really good eyes. This is a good example of getting a quick read. You can actually see his vision is inside off of it. Once he sees that the ball is kind of going back, that Herbert is not going to stop and then throw quick, he's going to snap his eyes back. Now, this is what you would call a walkout. So he's actually going to walk out. Now, a lot of DBs are taught to do the walkout, but some will transition to more of a step off or what I call a slide. You may call it a shuffle. Not everybody can do a walkout and stay in their tuck. You can see here, he's going to stay in his tuck really nice, and he's going to keep that leverage inside. So you can see we're getting the post safety slinging to the middle of the field up here at the top. So he knows he's going to have very little help, if any, on this. So as he's walking out, you can see once he gets that vertical stem by number 5, and he gets this, look at that. I call it like a hurdle step. So once you get that hurdle step, you can see that 5 is going to tamp down. He's going to match this by essentially getting his feet underneath of him. Watch how his shoulders go forward. I love this. If you've ever watched like predatory birds, they always do that where the head never moves. Really good DBs, if you watch, their shoulders and heads never move. So if you watch this really slowly, like his shoulder and head never drop. They never raise up. They don't move at all. He sees this. He gets his feet underneath of him. He's going to plant and drive. And as he does, he's going to keep his feet even. Everything is underneath of him. Once he sees that Palmer has now made that in cut, that's when he's going to drive. He knows he's in control. He knows Palmer's not going to end up working vertically. So now he can attack the ball. Now, the only thing we need is for him to catch the ball, right? And it's the age old, if he could catch the ball, he'd be playing receiver. So this is a nice job by Bland, who had several dropped interceptions. So we sit here and we talk about how many interceptions he took to the house, but he actually had a couple of dropped interceptions. This is one of them. Nice job on the walkout. One of the things too that you can tell off this is the release. You're getting an outside wide set by the receiver. He's going to stem inside and then vertical. That's a signal for that I'm going to get an in cut. DaRon Bland does a really nice job of planting and driving on that in cut and almost picking this. If he would have caught this, probably taking it to the house.